This is Day by Day, and I am Guru Prasad. For a large part of my life, I have been either plumpy, fat, obese, or whatever. But I have been always trying to lose my excess weight, and it has been challenging. And one thing I can definitely vouch for is that losing weight is hard. It requires making changes to your diet, your lifestyle, and sticking to those changes, even when you don't see results immediately. And trust me, you never see results immediately. So that's why so many people give up on their weight loss goals after a few weeks or months, or they just get it there and then they can't sustain it. There are a number of reasons why weight loss programs fail. First, many people start out with an unrealistic expectation. They think that they can lose a 20 pounds in a month, or that they will be able to stick to the strict diet forever, like only eating one cucumber a day. Or when they don't see results quickly, or they slip up, they have a piece of cake and they get discouraged. Because I had small piece of cake, now I can have the whole cake. All these are the thoughts which I get. Okay, second, many of our weight loss programs are too restrictive. They eliminate entire food group or require you to eat the same few meals every day. This can make it difficult to restrict the program for a long term. I remember I was doing a diet called as some fruit diet where I was only having fruit whole day, and everybody around me were like, "Oh my god, what's wrong with you?" Right? So these are all unsustainable diets. So first and foremost, keeping a unsustainable diet and exercise plan will put your weight loss into a different time track. You look at what it is. When it comes to weight loss, fad diets, quick fixes are often more appealing um, uh, than sustainable plans that require a long-term lifestyle changes. However, latter is usually what it takes to achieve lasting results. That is a long term lifestyle change. But fat diets may promise quick and easy weight loss. Sometimes it even happens. But they are often based on an unrealistic or an unhealthy food restrictions. Don't eat this, don't add that, never touch this. And while you may see some initial results from these type of diets, they are often not sustainable in the long run. So I have been from the Paleolithic diet to this diet to that diet, and all the possible diets on earth. Not all the possible, but most of them. The same can be true with exercise programs. They are also too intense and or very unrealistic. The gym trainer can take you on some hedonic treadmill for that matter. While it's important to get regular exercise for an overall health, and starting out with an unsustainable plan can lead to a burnout and frustration. Like doing 2 hours and 3 hours of training in gym can just put you off the track altogether. Sustainable weight loss requires making a gradual change. Your diet, exercise habits that you can stick with over the time. I have learned it the hard way. And trust me, most of the times we all have to learn it the hard way, because there are very lesser times that you get proper guidance when it comes to weight loss and proper exercise and training. The second problem usually is lack of accountability or a support group. When it comes to weight loss programs, why do so many of them fail? It is also because of lack of accountability or support that is missing. For some people, the answer may be lack of accountability. They simply don't have anyone to hold them accountable for their actions, and that is why they go off the track many times in the diet plan that they are following. They may start out with a good intention, but eventually they fall off the wagon and give up on their weight loss goals, which is very simple. I have done that for many times. For others, the answer can be lack of support. They may not have a family or a friend who are supportive of their efforts to lose weight. We call these food pushers. It's just Diwali time. You should have this. snack, and it's very important. Kaju katli without a Diwali. So they may also feel like they are doing it all alone, and that no one is understanding what they're going through. So this can be a problem. I have felt that a lot of times. I'm sure a lot of people do feel that. Whatever the reason, it's important to remember that you are not alone in this journey to lose weight. Everybody else is also trying the same. There are plenty of resources and people out there who can help you to succeed. You just need to find the right ones. So many times when we plan our weight loss programs, which are called as cognitive behavior therapy for weight loss, we see that there is a community formed around you, and which helps and to keep them sustained. The most important part is you being self and independent matters much more than just the community, but a community or the support definitely matters. Also, putting all your effort in understanding your family and teaching and training them about what exactly you are doing also matters a lot. Now, most of the times my mom has been very helpful when it comes to my diets and my fads. Initially also, she has never discouraged me, neither as my dad or my bro. But there can be a couple of family members in your case who might discourage or just think that this is not going to happen, or it can be a very unsupportive environment for some of us. uh, Relying on the willpower alone can be the next point that we need to look for. When we rely only on willpower, most probably we are getting into another trap. One of the important reason why weight loss programs fail is because there is nothing else for the person to look forward to, and the only thing that what can be helpful is their willpower, which is very limited and which is not accessible sometimes when needed. Losing weight is hard. It requires making changes to your diet and lifestyle and sticking to those changes even when you don't feel like. And trust me, or I'm sure you already know, we don't feel like it most of the times. What's That's why it is important, um, that most of these programs fail. They rely on willpower alone to make those changes, and that willpower start to flatter the program, falls apart slowly as the willpower decreases. The key to success of weight loss program is finding a program that works for you and that you can stick with it for long term. Not like I'm not going to eat this for 1 month or for 3 months, I'm just going to eat tomatoes for half a year or something like that. Such fatty things are definitely not a great job you are going to do it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but does need to give you something you can commit to doing even when going through, mm, when it gets tough. Basically, all this diets and everything is going to get tough at some point, and that point of friction or that bridge, you need to design your mind first and how you are going to cross it. I fail at it a lot of times, and but still I keep continuing it. The next problem why these programs fail is keeping an unrealistic expectations. Most weight loss programs fail because they create unrealistic expectations. People are led to believe that they can lose a large amount of weight quickly, easily, but it is rare the case. No matter how much effort you put, sometimes it might be biological reasons, sometimes it might be unsupportiveness, that these things don't work. The truth is, losing weight takes time and effort, no matter what. It requires making lifestyle changes and sticking to them, even when it is difficult. There will be days when you feel like you are not making any progress. Trust me, it can be even months. But as long as you keep at it, you will eventually see results. Taking look from a biological view, a doctor can also be helpful in some of the cases. If you are thinking of starting a weight loss program, make sure you have realistic expectations. Set a small goal for yourself and be prepared to have a setback, and most importantly, don't give up. uh, in my case, I had several times on more like a change of diet and everything, and there have been a setback from last at least 4 years from when I have been following cognitive behavior therapy in my own lifestyle. You can know more about how cognitive behavior therapy can help you in the link given below about weight management. 80% of our effort is psychology, and 20% is our skills and efforts that we put into weight loss. Once you know that how you can train your mind to think like a thin person, you can actually keep those extra pounds off for a longer time. At least I have been doing that from last few years, and I'm trying to make it better with coming time. uh, Also, one of the things that keeps us out on this thing is our yo-yo dieting pattern. Frankly, I have also been through this yo-yo dieting pattern from last 10-20 years. Weight loss programs can often fail because they don't take into account the individual unique physiology. Don't eat this because some Alia Bhatt is following this type of diet, so I will follow this type of a diet, may not actually work. Or because Karina is following some kind of a diet, or someone else is following some kind of a diet, it may not work for you. So every person is different, and there is a no one size fit all approach that goes for weight loss. What works for one person may not work for another. Yo-yo dieting or yo-yo effect is the weight cycling that occurs when a person loses weight and then gains it back. This can happen multiple times throughout a person's life. Like me, I have been throughout my life, I have either reduced or gained. Only since last few years that I have sustained my weight, possibly at one weight. The main reason why weight loss programs fail is because they don't take into account the individual's physiology. Even every person is different, and there is no one size fits all approach to weight loss. What works for one person may not work for another. Another reason why weight loss programs don't work is definitely this pattern of yo-yo dieting. If you are like most of the people, the bottom line is you have tried a lot about weight loss at some point in your life. And if you are like most people, you are probably failed. Why it is so hard to lose weight and keep it off? It's because these are some of the things that I discussed, but the major one is the mindset. There are many reasons why weight loss program fail, but the most common one is simply that they are not sustainable. Most weight loss programs are based on restrictive diets that are difficult to stick in long term. Even if you do manage to lose weight on the diet, it is very difficult or very likely that you'll regain the weight as soon as you go back to your old eating habits, because currently you have stopped eating that and you are reducing the weight, and the moment you start eating it back, the weight again comes back on you. Exercise is another important factor in any successful weight loss program, but let's face it, exercise is hard to work, and it is time consuming. It's often difficult to find time and motivation to stick with an exercise routine or inculcate in your behavior. So all of this boils down to only one thing, that is your mindset. And unless and until you have a strong mindset, and that can be developed with cognitive behavior therapy, and you can know more about our free mini course that is available in the link given below in the description link, and go and take the first 10 days of free mini course that is already available, so for free. And then if you like, you can continue with our different courses that are available on a long term basis. These are action based courses and tell you how to take action throughout the day, as and when, how to build a mindset that can help you to lose weight. Thank you for listening. to this thin guy who has gone out from Plumpy. And now, let me tell you some of the awesome giveaways that can be downloaded for free. We have a Notion template called as Day by Day based on CBT and acceptance and commitment therapy. Also, there are several mini courses to be released like CBT for weight loss that are available for free once released. So hop on the waiting list. The links to the giveaway is in the description or in the first comment.